Okay, wow, I can't believe it's 4 months already. Hey people, and welcome again to my channel. This is your girl Favour, and this is your first time seeing this beautiful face and the face that you are about to see. Yeah, if this is your first time seeing my face on these YouTube streets, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notifications whenever I post new videos. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always returning to watch. I love you guys. You know already now. You know your girl loves you. Yes, so today I'm doing an update on our postpartum journey. So this little one here is 4 months. Yeah, I can't believe 4 months has just like passed like that. Yeah, so she's 4 months. So, and I asked in my
You cut that side now.
And I made a post on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, please, what are you waiting for? Make sure to follow your girl. Yes, so I made a post on Instagram to ask me questions on postpartum, and I got a lot of questions. So I'm going to be answering your questions today. Okay, so let's get right to this video. Okay. Yes. Are you seeing this face? Are you seeing this face? Are you seeing this cutie? Are you seeing this cutie? Okay, she smiles quite a lot. I guess the light is just throwing her off a bit. Oh yeah, so here is the big young lady, the 4 months baby, the 4 months big baby. Yes, say hi, say hi. So all the YouTube aunties and uncles, now you see the baby. Okay, so in this video, like I said, I'm going to be doing an update. I think I should, madam, come and start going. Come and start going. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be giving an update on the postpartum journey. Yeah, so we are 4 months into this whole postpartum thing, and it's been quite different from my first. Like they said, no two pregnancies or babies are the same. So, but no two human beings are the same. No two pregnancy or postpartum journeys are the same, I believe, because this journey, this postpartum period has been quite different from my first, because with my first it was a lot easier, except for some things that happened that for now I haven't shared it on here, but it was a little easier with my first than it was or it is with this second. But the thing is, recovery, like for my body to recover, it took less time to recover this time around than it took the previous time. Like with my first baby, it took quite a lot of time, not a lot of time, but quite some time. But this one was quite fast. The recovery, the body recovered quite fast. So yes, that's one thing I would say. And my baby has a sensitive skin that started showing itself after 1 month. Like, I have had to deal with different issues. I don't, if you have a baby that has a sensitive skin, please leave in the description box below what you are doing to, keep the skin popping. Because see, babies are known to have fresh, beautiful skin, and with the ones that have sensitive skin, it becomes a hard work. It becomes quite a hard work to keep that skin very supple and all. But seriously though, if there are tips you know on how to handle a baby with sensitive skin, please, I would like to know. Leave in the comment section below. And then I guess some of the things I basically have to answer the questions so that I'll not have to repeat myself over and over again. So I think I'll just go into the questions so that from there connects to the updates, you know now. I don't even know if I'm making sense in this video, but I believe I'm making sense. Yes, I'm making sense by force in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, I don't even know what to do with me today, but we are going to get this video out of the way. Meanwhile, this is the 1st of August, and your girl's birthday, if you don't know, my birthday is this month. Yes. Okay. What is wrong with you, Favour? My birthday is this month, so please let the gifts start rolling in. Yay! I don't even know. Okay, I'm on to serious matter. Beg, let me start answering these questions and make this video short. It's getting long already. So the first question I'm going to be answering is, because I got a lot of questions like that, what is my baby's name? So her name is Christine Chinaza Okpaleze. Yeah, so I believe you all know what Christine means. Not Christian, Christine Chinaza Okpaleze. Chinaza means, because I know a lot of you will be asking me, a lot of you are not Igbo. Chinaza is an Igbo name, and it means God that answers prayers, or God answers prayers. Christian, a child of God, or that's what Christian means. Okpaleze, the son of a king. So see beautiful combination. Yes, so that's her name, or those are her names. Next question says, I'm a first-time mom, been hearing scary stories about breastfeeding and sore nipples. How true? Girl, it is true. With my first, it was like, I was hearing those scary stories, and I was like, because I didn't experience it in my first. Everything was like a breeze, you know. But with the second one, hey, see that story, I've had to deal with cracked nipples like 2 or 3 times, and breastfeeding with that is something you don't want. It's not something you want to experience. So yes, does not mean that you should fear or be scared of breastfeeding. You just have to do what you have to do, because these babies have to be healthy. It does not mean that if you want to go on or be a formula feeding mom, you can't. I just prefer breastfeeding. Like I already mentioned, I think in one of my videos, that I'm doing a 6-month exclusive breastfeeding, like I did in my first, and this one is already as difficult as it can get, but we will continue this journey until the end. Yes, so what you heard, some people have had really scary stories, and I don't think I won't call mine a scary story, but this particular period, it has been quite a journey. So there are different things you can do to, you know, recover from that, depending on what is wrong, because that you hear scary stories about sore nipples and all that, they are different issues. So different strokes for different folks. Identify what the issue is if you have it. But girl, if you don't have the whole issue with breastfeeding, just breastfeed your baby and don't listen to the scary stories, because that's what I did in my first, until it happened in the second one, and I knew that yeah, there are scary stories. Okay, oh Jesus, girl, be serious with this video. Next question says, what is your weight now after birth? My weight now after birth, before birth, my weight was 88 or 89 kg. But now I think I weigh around 74 kgs. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. 74 kg, yes. We will get there. We will get there. Okay, so yes, I weigh 74 kg now. And you know, simple. Why am I making this whole thing seem long? Another question. Okay, another person is asking, Shalom Darl, please can you suggest any pregnancy app that can walk me through my journey? This is not a postpartum question, but I'm going to answer it. I used ovia pregnancy, and baby center. But I prefer the baby center because of the community that it helps you connect with, people that are in the same stage of pregnancy as you are, so like you have similar symptoms and all, so that when you feel like you need to ask someone question, you can. Doesn't mean that they give you medical how do they say it, yeah, medical advice, but they can tell you what they have done so far to get through in the whole pregnancy journey so far. So that's why I prefer baby center, because of the community. But ovia pregnancy is also good. How do you handle your quiet time during postpartum, especially the first 2 months? Girl, it is not easy. In fact, having two under two is a challenge. It's a blessing, but it's a challenge also. Quiet time is something that is very elusive. So the best advice I can give you is, see that quiet time you want, better have it early in the morning before they wake up, or before the baby gets up. That time that the baby is sleeping, if you have only one, that time that the baby is sleeping, that is when you can actually have your quiet time. The first 2 months, they tend to sleep a lot, except mine did not sleep a lot. Mine cried a lot. In the first 6 weeks, she cried quite a lot. Like, you cannot drop that one on top bed and leave her. Immediately her back is hitting the bed, cry immediately. Yes, that's. But now, surprisingly, after the 6 weeks immunization thing, from that day, like, this girl changed. Like, she changed up on me. She is very quiet, all smiles. Like, I don't know if only the people understand me. But that's what we call her in this house, because all she needs to just look at you and she'll start smiling. So yes, but that is why, if you have a baby that cries a lot, it can also change for you. Some babies don't change, but it can also change for you. I didn't believe it when I saw my baby, like, so I can drop this girl for a minute and she will not cry. So yours can change too. So for the quiet time, the early hours of the morning is the best time, because, like, for me now, if I don't do it in the early hours of the morning, it is something I can't do it again. So I try my best, my very best, to have my quiet time or fellowship or prayer time, however you want to put it, in the very early hours of the morning. Another question says, any pains in the stomach after birth? No, no pains for me. No pains in the stomach after birth. I think if you have a pain in the stomach and it was just a normal vaginal delivery, I don't think it's usual. You should actually contact your doctor and know what is wrong. Except, of course, it was a normal cesarean section that you gave birth through. But as for the vaginal delivery, I don't think there's not supposed to be any form of pain in your stomach. Or I believe, just ask your doctor, he or she will clarify you. Don't self-medicate when it has to do with postpartum and a baby, please. But generally, don't. Okay, so I got a lot of these about postpartum depression. A lot of people asked me if I had postpartum depression, if I'm dealing with it, and how to get out of it. Okay, no, I did not have postpartum depression, but in my first with my first child, in the postpartum period, the first few days were quite, I wouldn't call it depression, but it was I don't know how to explain it, but I wasn't like really myself. I loved my baby, yes, but that's the connection that we share now. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it then. So don't feel like you are a bad mother if you just gave birth and you are not feeling that connection, like, immediately as you are told. It will come. Like, now the connection is more than there. You get my first baby, and even with this second one. But initially, when I gave birth to her, that is my first baby, it was not there in the first few days. It wasn't really first few days. The connection wasn't really there, and due to some things that happened during that period, I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was not as happy or joyful as I should be as a new mom. So how do you get out of depression? First, it's always good to surround yourself with a good support system. Surround yourself with people that love you and are willing to help you out. Whenever you need help, please get help. Don't seek to do everything by yourself. If it means in Nigeria here, I don't know for any other African country, but in Nigeria here we have a culture of having an older female come stay with you, take care of your baby for the first few weeks. So if it means having to drop a baby with your mother or your mother-in-law or your auntie or your sister, whoever it is, drop the baby and like take some time to like get yourself for some hours, you get, and then pray. You know, they will say I've come again with prayer. Yes, pray. There is nothing that prayer cannot do. Personally, whenever, not postpartum, but whenever I get into that state of maybe depression or sadness, prayer and worship helps me a whole lot. So I believe it will help you. Yes, it will help you. Talk to your father. Just like pour out your heart. Tell him what you feel, and then get medical help. Please, this is not just something you can deal with on your own. You need a good support system. You need to connect with your Father in heaven. You need to pray, you need to worship, and you need medical help, because it can get bad. It can get really bad. So yeah, that's how to deal with depression, whether postpartum or just general depression. That's how to deal with it. Another question someone is asking: how long did it take you to wean Chisom, and how did you do it? Okay, like I said, I exclusively fed and breastfed her for 6 months, except 5 months and 2 weeks. Madam said, no more, I don't want it anymore. She went on break for 2 weeks, and we returned again to breastfeeding. But I weaned her at 9 months. And how did I do it? Okay, it was a slow and a gradual thing. So once I introduced solids to her, I started like reducing the number of times I had to breastfeed her, so much that it came to a time I started breastfeeding her only in the nights. And from that, some nights she wouldn't even wake up to eat, and that's like that we stopped breastfeeding. So, and then some people experience some kind of engorgement and all when they're trying to wean their babies. So meet your nurse or your doctor when you want to wean your baby, if necessary, to tell you things to do, and maybe if there's any need for any medication, they will give you. But personally, this is how I weaned Chisom. Okay, I got a lot of this question. A lot of people ask me this question, and it's funny. Yeah, kind of funny. The question says, like, a lot of people asked how I got my tummy to be flat after birth, how long it took for my belly to go flat. First of all, my tummy is not flat. My tummy is not as flat as you think it is. Yes, my tummy has gone down a whole lot. This time around, it went down faster than it did with my first baby. And yeah, but it is not flat. And whenever I stop, or whenever I stop the exclusive breastfeeding, I will do some things to get the stomach down, and I'll take you guys on the journey. So when that time comes, I will let you know. You will know. So as for how did I get it to be flat, I did not get it to be flat. Simple. I'm exclusively breastfeeding, and with this baby, she eats a lot. She eats a whole lot. So I can't even say let me do controlled portions. Like I did controlled portions with when I was breastfeeding Chisom, when I was exclusively breastfeeding Chisom. But with this one, I have tried controlled portions, and every time I do it, I have a drastic reduction in breast milk production. Drastic reduction in breast milk production. Yes. So I can't be doing the whole controlled portion. So this baby wants me to be fat. It's all right. I wear it well. Okay, next question. Somebody asked, what can I do to help with my constipation? I don't know. Just maybe contact your doctor and they will ask you some other questions to know how best to help you with the constipation. But personally, I take oranges, lemon to get rid of constipation. But if you are a breastfeeding mom, lemons are not really after with my babies though. Whenever I took lemon, they had loose do they call it loose tummy or loose what again? Basically they will be stooling like back to back. So I don't take lemon while breastfeeding, but lemon helps with constipation. If you are not breastfeeding, also try castor oil. It helps with constipation. If you are not pregnant also, because pregnant women are not supposed to take castor oil, please. Another person asked if the way I fantasized childbirth was the way I experienced it. You can never fantasize childbirth. Because what is fantasy? In your fantasy, you want everything to go, without pain and all. But childbirth will tell you, sister, pack that fantasy by the side. Because that's what you will get it. But the thing is, when you see your baby, that's the whole pain will go. So yes, the way I fantasized it, the two childbirths, the way I fantasized was not the way I got it, so let us just leave it there. Okay, so another person asked how long it took for my menstrual period to start or to return, and how did I manage baby colic. After 1 month, like 1 month postpartum, I bled, and I've even forgotten what it meant to menstruate. Okay, you return after 1 month, and after that it's also ceased. So it's better wait. I don't know if it's only me that it stresses me. Yeah, so with my first, like I said, it took me 6 months, but with this one, it just returned after 1 month and packed up again. I believe the waiting till it is 6 months until I stop exclusively breastfeeding. Okay, and the person also asked how I managed baby colic. My babies were not really colicky, so I cannot give you advice on that. So maybe ask your doctor or nurse, or maybe experienced moms. So I've not really had experience with really experienced colic. I don't know if my baby crying in the first few weeks, like I said, she cried a lot. I don't know if I would call it colic, but I just did what I had to do to survive that period. I just had to do what I had to do. Carry her every time, put her in rock her, because she loved to be rocked. So yes, you can also try that. I don't know. Like I said, I have not really had experience with colicky babies. Okay, so the lighting has so we'll manage like this. I'm going to be ending this video very soon, pretty soon, because it's already getting too long. So somebody asked what was the difference between my first delivery and the second. I think I'll make a video about that, the delivery. I'll basically make a video about that. But the two deliveries were very different. That's all I can say for now. They're very different. So I'll make a video later about that, and you will know how different they were. Okay, I got a lot of "you look amazing" or thank you very much. I saw those comments too. So thank you very much for your compliments. Okay, so a lot of people asked me about the sex after childbirth. Some people asked how long it took to get back. With my first, we had to wait for 5 months because of some issues. We had to wait for 5 months, and with my second, we had to wait for 3 months. But do what works for you. That's just it. Okay, somebody asked me somebody asked me how many children I have now. I have 2 babies. Yeah, Two beautiful girls. Okay, you look radiant. Thank you. How is your first baby adjusting to having a sibling? I got a lot of questions like this. She loves her sister. Like, my first baby loves her sister. If she knows what it means to fight somebody because they're carrying her sister, she will do it. That, I think I will insert some pictures, like, to show you how I have to literally drag her away from her sister. She wants to carry her sister. If you want to get, because she can't sit down. She does not sit down for a second. But if you want her to sit down, just tell her to sit down, that she will carry baby. She will fast, sharp, sit down, and like position her hand to carry baby. And the way she carries the baby like one old woman like that. So yeah, she really adjusted to having it. Like, she already loved babies before now. Everybody had been concerned how I was going to cope with Chisom being someone that loves babies. And so yes, she loves her sister. Sometimes I'll ask her, Madam, do you think I bought a teddy bear for you to play with? She wants to share her things. She's eating something, she wants to give. I'll be like, sister, she cannot take it now, so keep the sharing for now. She wants to share her toys. Whenever she's playing, she will bring whatever she's playing with to her sister, like she can play with it, but she does not understand that her sister cannot play with it. So I'm speaking too fast. Yes, so the last question I'm going to be answering is, what's been the hardest transition you've had with both your kids, and the easiest? The hardest transition I've had was with my first. The easiest was this second. Yeah, some things in this second were quite hard, but I won't say hard, but challenging. Yeah, that's the word, challenging. But with second, some things were easy. But when it comes to transitioning, the first was harder than the second. And with that, I've come to the end of this video. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications whenever I post new videos. And in the comment section below, I want us to interact. Let me see, and write your, what do you call it, your postpartum experience. If you are a mother, what it felt like to have two under two, if you have two under two, what it feels like to handle like toddlers on your own, because it is not easy. Okay, so until my next video, see you.